Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for another manga volume review. This is going to be one from Viz Media, and they actually gave me the permission to read the review copy online quite a few weeks ago, but I actually got the physical copy because I want to have it in my collection. It is a zombie series, so if you guys don't know me by now, I love a good zombie series. This is actually more of a comedy, and I actually do recommend it. It's not too focused on the zombies, so if you want something like that, then this is the one for you. I will explain to you right now in just a few moments what the whole first volume was all about. But before anything, if you have not done so by now, go check out Viz Media. They basically have one of the biggest collection of, if you like to binge read, they have the big ones, you know. So Viz Media really does a good job with producing stuff here with very, very popular manga or popular series that, you know, a lot of people want to read. So go check them out. I believe Shonen Jump is under Viz Media. I believe that's how it is. But anyways, also subscribe to my channel if you guys haven't done so by now. Thank you for getting me at 4,500. I haven't done a post yet, but I'll make a post today on social media thanking you guys for getting me at 4,500. So we'll try to reach 4,600 whenever we can, so get me there as soon as possible. And for now, let's talk about Zome 100 Bucket List of the Dead. Now you would think maybe you would expect what this is all about, but it really hasn't really started. I want to say the whole first volume is just the beginning of the entirety of the story, and that gives me hope that this is actually going to be an ongoing story for quite a bit. In fact, volume 2 is already out. I already bought it. I will review it for you guys as soon as possible. Volume 3 I think will be releasing next week, and volume 4 is releasing in, I believe, in a month or so. So at least 4 volumes are promised. Pretty sure there's gonna be more. They have to be released. So we'll see what happens when it comes out. But what's the whole story about? Okay, well, we follow the story of Akira, and Akira is a guy who had big dreams, big aspirations, and what ended up happening is essentially he ended up in this work hole that he became a business slave, essentially. His life went a whole different direction, and essentially in 3 years of overtime, of him basically sometimes just falling asleep in his own desk in the office and then waking up for the next day to work again, you know, just 3 years of all of that has created him into what he considers worse than a zombie. He's like, you know, I'm just living life to live. No vacation whatsoever. He has no respect. They're always on him for something. They're always trying to meet a deadline that, you know, there's always a deadline to reach, and he just doesn't like his job. It really does show that in, I think, 2 chapters, maybe 1 chapter, but it shows basically how horrible his life is. They even show a girl that he liked, who was his first love, a co-worker, and she worked for finances. Very cute girl. She was super nice to him. The only downfall to it is that she ended up also being his boss's side piece, and they would do stuff in the office, and he knew all about it. Like, it was kind of weird. Like, why do you even still like her? But I guess because she was pretty, he continued liking her. But she definitely was not a good girl for him. The story continues with essentially the world going into chaos, like any zombie story. Most people don't know what's going on. It's just happening. So Akira, on the first day that happens, he's overjoyed. He's like, I don't have to go to work today. I can stay home. So it becomes this whole comedy of Akira is so thankful that there is a zombie apocalypse because he hated his life, he hated his job, and that's basically the main idea of the story. Now, there is a girl who shows up midway in the volume that he meets in a grocery, and I thought she was going to come out more in the series, and we only got like a little small bonus chapter at the end about her. So it tells me that she is going to be important. In fact, if you look it up, she comes out as a protagonist in my anime list. So she is important. She's just not important to volume 1 as much. All we know is that she was really rude to him, to be honest. He was trying to basically share his beer with her, and she's like, with your decisions, I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up dead in this apocalypse. So she ends up just kind of leaving him and stealing his bike too. So she wasn't really nice to him. Now, we do find out later on, like I said in that bonus chapter, why she's like that, and that's because she's kind of has the opposite mindset. Now, her name is Shizuka Mikazuki, and essentially her mindset is not have fun. His is like, I finally have time to have fun. Her is survive. Like most people would have a mindset like that. So she's come up with her list of 100 things that will keep her alive, and not associating with people like him is one of them. At one point at the bonus chapter, she's like, I couldn't bind that frappe, but like, no, I shouldn't, because I should keep a low-calorie diet. So she has all these rules that she has to follow for her survival mindset. Him, on the other hand, after his bike is stolen, he just enjoys himself. He finds a motorcycle and decides to make a list as well. And this is what the whole premises of the story is. He is happy. He has time to finally enjoy himself. So now he's going to make a bucket list of all the things he didn't do and he wants to do again. So, he ends up contacting one of his old buddies, rugby buddies from back in college, and he goes and saves them from this, hotel of like prostitution, and it's very, very, very weird. And they have a good moment with each other, and they kind of confess to each other. One is like, hey, I was rude to you because I was jealous that you had a good job and I was being killed by my job. And his friend says, like, you know what? It was mostly a lie. Like, I was living a lie of a life. I looked happy because that's what my job required me to do. And I wasn't really happy with the decisions I was making. So they kind of make up, and it's a very nice bonding moment at the end of the series. The volume is very intriguing. I will say a lot of it is just him having fun. In fact, there wasn't really a hook. That's kind of how the volume ended, was with him and his buddy just kind of interacting and having fun together. So volume 2, I'm gonna guess, gonna pick up almost at the same spot, and he's gonna continue completing stuff in his bucket list. Now, like I said, the cover's a little bit misleading because they are not together. They're not hanging out together. They're actually separated, have their own thing going on. But I will assume eventually they will be together, and I don't know, maybe she will be the mindset of, we need to survive, let's think what we're doing, and he'll be the mindset of, let's just have fun, right? There's only so much time in life to just have fun. So pretty good story. If you guys haven't checked it out, go check it out. It's on Viz Media. I do recommend the story itself. I love zombie stories itself, but it doesn't focus too much on it. I will say they do come out here and there. So if you don't like zombies and per se don't like them to be drawn for whatever reason, then maybe it's not for you. But out of 10, personally, I give this one an 8 out of 10. I was laughing. It was sweet. It made me feel bad for the guy, for the job he had, for the girl that he liked, and for the boss that he had. So it made me feel things. So that's what a story should do. I think it did its job. I think it did a good job about it. So out of 10, I give it an 8 for now, maybe higher later. I will be reviewing volume 2 whenever I get a chance. So yeah, comment, like, and share. Don't forget to give some love to this channel, guys. Subscribe, get me to 4,600 as soon as possible, and we'll see if we can get to 5,000 by the end of this year. I think we can. I'm not sure, but I think we can. Thank you guys for your love and support. If you're watching up to this point, like I said, make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you guys on the next video. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.